Anyway, the music is instrumental, I hide behind it. There are robots fighting, robots battling, not even people. I rarely ever get anything to a finished stage. I have like 20 tracks sitting around. I grab any one of them, work on it, and it turns out great. I get it to about 70%, and then for some reason, I forget about it, lose interest. Underground. Well, yeah, basically. Guitar, piano, but everything is at a very basic level. 9 out of 10 people would say, I shouldn't even be doing this. Like you're supposed to have some kind of innate physical ability, a conventional foundation. But I realized you can just do whatever. That kind of freedom was amazing. It totally blew my mind back in my youth. You play with your right hand and you don't even really need the left. Basically, it was a totally different sound, a completely different attitude. And now I don't feel it anymore. Technology is outrunning aesthetics. There's just no richness left. Honestly, with many things, our perception has dulled. They lose or change their meaning. To me, it feels quite cinematic, like a landscape. To sync it up with the music perfectly, yeah, for instance, if there's another moment like that, then the meaning of the words won't even matter as much. There could be some, but it's gritty. It's somewhere between grunge and I don't even know what, but I love that kind of bass, just real punchy. They said, do whatever you want, just keep a single word in the loop. Everything is in scattered fragments. It'll be pretty abstract, figurative, and not about anything specific. Don't really like it. Anyway, what was I saying? Right, that I'm sick of hearing myself talk. Oh yeah, first of all, I track everything super fast, very easily. And that's it, I don't like to get stuck on things for too long. But, well, that probably translates to a certain lack of musical depth. 3 or 4 cameras instead of an audience, with tracks, screens, directors, and all that. Everyone looks so sour and completely wiped out, like they're at a funeral because there's no crowd. It's, well, like a portrait of sorts. You could literally just chop up their size and random sounds, some kind of energy and impressions. Well, these are the kinds of things reflected in the music, for example, in this case. And honestly, all TV show music follows a sort of cyclical formula. It's always a little trip somewhere, restaurants, cabaret, cafes, music, fireworks. Overall, it's just brilliant. Beautiful sequencer, electronic sounds, acoustic sounds, effects processing. And I just take this very gentle, delicate 4-note theme, phew, and layer it right on top. But they're not the main focus. I mean, it's a completely unexpected twist. Sometimes you get those flashes of inspiration. Some things just lie right on the surface. The first thing that comes to mind, which is usually boring. Contrast is such a great expressive tool. I love it. And what about the SADYK track? Well, that's just a completely mundane little story. No, I actually moved there. It's beautiful. I live surrounded by beauty. UNESCO protects this reserve. But then, on a rainy day, a short circuit caused a fire. I wake up to a low rumble. That's the fire roaring outside. And the trailer is plastic, so it's just humming. Well, I kicked the door open and ran outside. Snowflakes were slowly falling, around freezing. I'm in my underwear and socks. And then I remember there's a gas cylinder inside. Go back in for clothes, try to save something. Screw that, there's a gas tank in there. Quite romantic, yeah. Then, of course, everything just blew to high heaven. And then there was this dry dock, a massive shed, where they keep those high-speed boats with powerful engines. You know, those 12-seaters that sail the sea, right? And there were all these barrels of gas and all sorts of diesel fuel. When they blow up, they just shoot straight up into the air, really high. Well, the fire was so massive you could easily see it from 30 kilometers away. A short circuit, that's all it took.